Good morning to all. Elite Mobile Auto Electric here. Working on a 2011 Chevy Tahoe. Customer brought this truck due to fuel system rich bank 1 and bank 2, crank position sensor circuit 2 as well, and brake switch voltage high. Mass airflow sensor, that was me, and intake air temperature sensor, that was me. I did a vehicle, it was a 2013, I believe, Chevy Silverado. It's in my videos, my playlist that I had done with, I think it was lean codes, I believe. And I know that there were some people struggling with rich codes, and they've done so many things to them that they weren't seem to get it fixed. So here I am. This truck is fixed already. But one of the things that I wanted to walk you through was that I smoke checked it, and no leaks whatsoever. I did watch the millivolts on the O2 sensors. I did the propane test through the intake air duct, and figured that they were all responding correctly and switching how they should. So I looked at my my data pits, went to fuel trim, and notice that my let's see here, go to codes, the freeze frame. This is, I have not deleted the codes. Let's go to fuel trim bank 1. So you got a p0172 fuel trim system rich bank 1. So it was at idle. The MAP sensor was at 5.86. MAP sensor was at 9.1. Short term, we're at -1, and then long term, we're at -28. O2 sensors, bank 1 sensor 1 was at 85 millivolts. Bank 1 sensor 2, which is the downstream, was at 85. O2 sensor bank 2 sensor 1 was at 155, and this one was at 170. I'm sorry. So I did a smoke test on this, and everything turned out to be good. I did also the test on the mass airflow sensor. It was very dirty. I cleaned it up, and I also checked a couple of spark plugs to see how they were. They're not that old, they're still good. And I did go back, I'm sorry. So we'll check bank 2. And again, -1, 28. And then right here, we're at 0.29. This was at idle 2 as well. So it tells me when it triggered it and where the O2 sensors are responding to that. The truck did come, the customer did bring the truck like that. He bought it, so he didn't know too much history of it. But one of the things that I did notice was that once I saw everything, the data pits and everything, one thing that is common, if you do have a vehicle or if it's flex fuel, or the vehicle was bought just like that, always try to check to see if it says E85 or if it's flex fuel. And you know, this car came from up north, so we know that probably the alcohol content on this vehicle was different than here in Arizona. So what I did look, and a lot of people miss this, is your fuel alcohol content. Right now it's at 3, but when I got the truck was at 78%. And what this does is that it notices that the alcohol content either isn't enough or it's too much, but it's trying to compensate by adding more fuel to the truck, even though, you know, you do end up putting another type of fuel in it. But it tries to compensate. The PCM is already monitoring that, and a lot of people end up changing a lot of things that it doesn't even require. One of the things that if you do have a vehicle, try resetting your fuel alcohol content. And by that, we go to functional test, we go to output controls. How I did it, reset my fuel trims, O2 sensor heater learn reset, fuel composition reset, and I think that was it. And once you reset that, then it went from 78% to 3%. And my short-term fuel trims, they corrected. Long-term fuel trims, they were at -28. And right now, it's in the verge of having rich system lean rich, especially on bank 2. But I did end up getting a sensor from AutoZone, and I will be swapping it out, and the fuel trims will go down. Reason for that is that this mass airflow sensor did have a lot of gunk in it, air debris stuck in the pins. So if it does that, then it'll give a false reading. But one of the things is that what I did is I cleaned out those resistors there. A lot of debris gets clogged up there, and then it gives a false reading. So this is the inlet side. You can clean them out with alcohol, rubbing alcohol and Q-tip, and see how your data pits, your fuel trims actually, you know, if they go down or not before you replace it. But on this one, I already cleaned it. I know for a fact that it's not working as probably as it should, but I will end up replacing it. I will do a short video. I'll combine it with this and let you know the fuel trims on the new sensor. Stick around. Thank you. All right, guys. So the sensor is in. I have not screwed it, by the way, but this is the old sensor. I cleaned it out, but it's still not working as good. My fuel trims are negative now, and they're zeroing it out. Status loop is closed, so short-term fuel trim is at 0, and my long-term is -5, -1, and 3. So it's roughly about there. And if you notice, with the old sensor, my fuel trims were in the verge of being rich. So this would have faulted out later on in the future, and through a check engine light for rich trims, but now it's working properly how it should. Huge difference with a mass airflow sensor. The 2013, I believe, GMC Sierra or Chevy Silverado that I have here in my playlist also had a faulty sensor, but that goes to show you how much it can affect a mass airflow sensor after resetting the alcohol level. So everything is working properly. Fuel content still at 3. Short-term fuel trims at 0, negatives, and on the other sensor it was just throwing positives. But stay tuned for more videos. I hope this one helps you guys with any future problems that you do have. Feel free to ask questions. I can help you as much as I can. And for the what was it? For the crankshaft position sensor circuit, a lot of issues with GM is that I run across a lot of vehicles that don't have the insulation anymore. A lot of them, it just comes off. But this truck has never been touched, from what I can tell. But if you look closely, wire runs between them, and those wires were actually just rubbing against the ground, power steering lines, and they had no insulation or protection whatsoever. By rubbing on it, the truck would surge, or sometimes it would take a long time to crank. Just thought I'd include another little help there for you guys, a little tip. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you guys like it, share it, subscribe. Follow me for more videos at Elite Mobile Auto Electric. Thank you.